I was made to go and watch The Theory of Everything with my friend. After watching the film, I became interested in Stephen Hawking and his work. I started to read his book, The Grand Design, and all of a sudden, things started to make sense, unlike when learning physics at school. I never enjoyed learning physics or any sort of science at school, as I had no interest in it. I feel this was because the teachers didn't seem to have much passion for the subject themselves, and I always felt stupid during the class. The book was made to be accessible for laymen like myself, so it was easier for me to grasp that, and I'm older now, so it was easier to understand certain concepts. After gaining an insight into Stephen Hawking's life, learning about how he coped with his disability and how he had a passion for astrophysics gave me motivation and a sudden interest to know what he was so passionate about and why. My love for Stephen Hawking came as I found him to be inspiring, as he was able to gain his PhD and conduct his own studies, all whilst battling his illness. The fact that the illness took over everything except his mind made him more appreciative of his time at university. This gave me motivation to learn the things he is passionate about, as I don't want to take what I have for granted. Hawking helped me gain a better understanding of the laws of physics, and I learned a lot about the history of scientific discovery so far on the origins of the universe. His main theory is based around the fact that, together, the theory of quantum mechanics and the theory of relativity can assist us to gain a better understanding of how, out of nothing, universes are formed. I feel that through storytelling I was able to grasp more as I had more interest in the subject, therefore felt more motivated to learn more by myself. According to a paper written by Michael Forshey, the problem with education is the system is more left-brain focused. The system bases the pedagogy on the existing knowledge of the students rather than allowing expansion of knowledge. This links in with the 4 features of Bruner's theory of instruction. The first one is the predisposition to learn, which is when there is a love for the subject, and because of that love, we are motivated to learn better. My love for Stephen Hawking and his work was good motivation for me to pick up a book and read about the laws of physics. I was exploring Stephen Hawking as he interested me, and in this feature of Bruner's theory of instruction, he believes we learn well and gain good problem-solving skills through exploration. The second feature is the structure of knowledge. Bruner's theory on this is that people will find different ways to grasp information. My way was through storytelling. The third feature is the modes of representation, visual, words and symbols. I believe that all 3 of these worked well with me during this learning experience, as at first I gained an interest through visual learning. I then went on to read his book, which is through words and symbols. Personally, I believe that all learning styles will impact individuals differently, and not all humans can learn the same way. This learning style only helped through storytelling through someone's life, which made me interested in his studies. This interlinks with how accessible Hawking made his books for laymen, which made it easier for me to understand compared to how I was learning at school. I have other styles of learning which work better for me in school, for example, debates in the classroom and watching videos. In conclusion, I believe that this particular learning style helped me in this instance. However, my preferred learning styles will differ depending on the subject and situation.